Good morning. It's Tuesday, and we are in the Luxury Travel University today with Leela from Nepal. I'm so excited to introduce him. We are ready to teach you about selling luxury Nepal and all of the different adventures that you can have over there. Welcome to my show. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Okay, namaste. I'm LilaDhar Bhandari, the Managing Director of Going Nepal Private Limited. And I'm in this industry since 29 years and on and off. And now I'm focusing on the luxury tours and luxury package. And we have a bunch of um, activities like jungle activities and cultural and adventure and all kind of activities we have available in Nepal. So let me go through my slides.
Okay, so we're going to go to your slideshow. While everybody's coming on, we're at the Luxury Travel University today. While he's bringing up his slides, we are going to be talking about how to sell Nepal. If you've always wanted to go to Nepal, tell me in the comments. I want to know where you're watching from, and also if Nepal is on your bucket list. I've been to Nepal multiple times. We run some humanitarian programs over there. And so Leela and I connected not only on a humanitarian basis. We're going to talk about what he's doing to change children's lives there, but also his work in the tourism industry. Okay, do you want to go full screen, Leela, and show us what you've got? It looks like it's always tricky on this program. Yeah, if you want to go full screen, then we can move right into learning about Nepal. I would think that a lot of you don't even know where Nepal is on a map. It's tricky. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So Nepal is divided into three parts. Mountains are 15%, and hills are 68%, and lowland 17%. And Nepal is for all seasons: winter, spring, summer, and autumn. We can organize a trip in all seasons throughout the year.
And so what's your favorite season, and what's the best time to go? It looks like a winter and spring would be the best if you want to go to the villages.
Yeah, in Nepal, two seasons are a little bit um, difficult to arrange. In winter and rainy season. Rainy season is March, June, July, August is rainy season, and December, January, February is winter. So I suggest you to come in September, October, November, and March, April, May is the best season to visit Nepal.
Okay, and now those were the times that I went. It's delightful there. However, we did have a group there in the summer, and it was so green in those rice fields. It was gorgeous. So why Nepal? Tell us why Nepal.
Okay. Nepal is a living cultural museum. Let's say we have an elevation of 60 meter to 8,848.86, and the highest point on the earth, Mount Everest, is here. And destination of nature, culture, and adventure activities are here. And the people are so happy and smiling, all the welcoming people, inhabited by 125 ethnic communities and speaking 123 different languages. And almost every village has a different dialects, and it does not match each other. So we are rich in flora and fauna. We have 844 species of world's vast birds and 635 species of butterflies, and 319 species of exotic orchids, and 5,160 species of world's flowering plants. And Mount Everest, and 8 out of 14 8,000 meters tall peaks are in Nepal.
Okay, let's talk about this for a minute. Let me interrupt you for just a minute. I'm obviously not a hiker or even interested in that, which it's just not my cup of tea. I know many people go to Everest to hike. Who is the typical client that comes to Nepal if they are not a hiker? What type of person is that?
Normally, if they are not adventure lover like a climbers, and the rest of them, they can go to the base camp, up to base camp. Base camp is 5,400 meter, but we can walk easily. Then in general, people love to go to the base camp or shorter trek, 5 6 days trekking as well around base camp. So anybody can do it.
So
I don't
anybody can go to
discriminate
the base
anybody.
camp. I've only flown over Everest. I've never been to the base camp. If I'm just going into Nepal and not doing Everest as a base camp stop or something, then really Nepal is a destination for anyone.
Yeah, yeah, you can say that.
Okay, let's
And
move
also
on here.
yeah, we also have a cultural harmonies like temples and monasteries and all kinds, all religions are welcome here. All we have a very good brotherhood between the religions. We have no conflict at all, and we celebrate all of their festivals, and we welcome and we love to be as a brother and sister between the religions as well. Whether you are Christian, whether you are Buddhist or Muslims or Hindu, we believe the God is one, and there is no discrimination, no partialities. We respect equally each other.
I feel like the Nepalese are some of the nicest people in the world. And
Thank
when I
you.
say that, I do think they're so nice and they're so incredibly intelligent. It's every single kid that I talked to over there was studying science or mathematics, just
Yeah.
super, super smart. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. We have a bunch of World Heritage sites in cultural nature. Like a Kathmandu Valley has a seven cultural heritage sites and monuments. Sagarmatha is a Everest National Park, is a mountain World Heritage sites, and Lumbini is a birthplace of Buddha, is a religious heritage site and national park. Chitwan National Park also natural World Heritage sites. And say there is a in within Kathmandu we have a seven World Heritage sites: Kathmandu Darbar Square, Patan Darbar Square, Bhaktapur Darbar Square, Pashupatinath Temple, Swayambhunath Stupa, Bodhanath Stupa, Changunaran Temple. All these are here. The
And
seven.
that was a complete foreign language for most of us watching this. So we're better with the pictures, I think.
Yeah.
Check out these destinations, you people. They are just amazing, these cultural heritage sites. And I think
Yeah.
you remember how long ago did did the earthquake hit Nepal?
Earthquake happened in 2015.
And you guys are still rebuilding over there. I was there in
Yeah,
2019.
we are still rebuilding. Yeah, we are still rebuilding the monuments and the sites, and the houses are almost built, but the monumental sites and the historical places are still on on the process.
Okay, let's move on here. Tell us what else you have. It's such an exciting
Yeah,
destination.
yeah. This is the birthplace of Buddha. It's a Lumbini.
Okay, so birthplace of Buddha right there is Lumbini. And then we have Chitwan, which is really
Yeah,
popular.
yeah. Home to home to many endangered animals. And then national. This is a Sagarmatha Everest National Park.
So that's where Mount Everest is right there in
Yeah,
that national
Mount
park.
Everest. Yes, receive the blessings of Kumari. We believe the Kumari is a virgin girl. She is believed to have a living goddess. We respect her as a goddess.
Okay.
And there is a sites in Buddhist, this um, Buddhist, Hindus, and the monumental sites like Janakpur, Lumbini, Pashupatinath, Muktinath. There are bunch of historical and the religious sites to visit. again, it's a okay.
There's
It's a
so many
very
destinations there that you can visit with historical sites
yes
that he's showing through.
celebration throughout the year. We have temples more than a house. We believe we have a temples more than houses, and we have a festivals more than a days. Uh,
Okay, now what
so
about social distancing during COVID period now? Because I look at these pictures and I think that looks like a lot of people.
yeah, social distancing now. We have to follow the social distancing just to stay safe from the COVID. But
Yeah.
that picture was taken long ago.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. So
Yeah,
not
2 years
currently.
ago.
Okay. Okay. Now I
Thank you.
know one of our viewers, Susie, loves your food over there. She said the food is
Yeah.
fantastic. And what type of food are we eating over there? I've been there, but I felt like I was eating more of fish and more healthy food than I generally eat everywhere I go. So tell me the types of food that a client may be eating over there.
Yeah, normally we eat Indian type of foods, but we have a continental and Chinese and Nepalese as well. But Nepalese meals are not so popular. But recently, one of our chef introduced. He became a runner-up in the BBC Master Chef, and he introduced Nepalese cuisines in the world. And we have like a dal bhat.
Hmm.
Bhat is rice, and dal is lentil and curry, and mutton, chicken, beef, some chapatis. We have all kinds of meals mixed up with the Chinese and Chinese, Nepalese, and Indians.
Okay. Okay. So interesting. Show us what else you have going on over there. Now, this is a piece I like is the wildlife because you really don't think about going to Nepal for the wildlife coming from the US. You think like Africa, but there is so much wildlife over there. It's so gorgeous.
Yeah, Nepal is not only for the adventure tourism. We have a wildlife and cultural heritages and
Mhm.
um, everything. I mean, we have almost it is diversities of everything.
Right. And so when people go over there to see the wildlife, because I
Yes,
did not
yes.
go on a wildlife like safari there, can they do that?
Yeah. You can see if you stay 3 nights in Chittaman, definitely you will see leopard or tiger, and the rhinos are very common. They will knock your door. The rhinos will come to your hotel and knock the door. That is very common.
Okay, I
Even
don't know if
sometimes,
I want that. I've been around a lot of rhinos this year in Africa, and I don't know
yeah,
if I want them knocking
and
down my door.
yeah, mammals, and we have is say you can see 10, 15 rhinos at one spot.
Okay, what are my chances of seeing a tiger? Because I did do a tiger safari in India, and I was empty-handed there.
Can you repeat?
I said, what are my chances of seeing a tiger?
Oh, you in India?
Yes.
Oh, in Nepal as well, and there is a national park called Bardia, and
Okay.
recently the tiger killed several people on the road a few weeks ago, and
Okay.
now they are darted and then putting in the zoo somewhere.
Well, that's kind of scary. Okay, so the tigers are wild there then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have lot of national parks here. Khabdar National Parks, Rara, Sefaksundo, almost 27% of total land occupied by the national parks and conservation areas, just to protect the any wildlife and the natures.
Okay. So let me just take a minute to reintroduce what we're doing today, you guys. Here in the Luxury Travel University, we have Lila with us from Nepal. He is educating us on everything Nepal that you need to know to sell this as a destination. And he's got lots of really informative slides here that you're probably going to want to go back and rewatch because we're moving through these quickly, because Nepal is a destination that has a lot to offer. More than adventure, it's got safaris, it's got culture, it's got religious tones running throughout it. We have a question. Can Nepal be used as a place for retreats?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, we can Nepal can be the destination for retreats as well. So we make a tailor-made packages as you require, as per your interest or requirement. We make all packages or retreats or wellness, whatever you need.
Okay, let's keep looking at this.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of the areas of Nepal look like they're protected, first of all.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous
Yeah.
country. It's very dense in landscape there. It's going to be different than any place you've visited in the world. And a lot of people think Nepal is an extension of India. It is not. Those are two separate destinations and two separate experiences.
Yeah, Nepal is the oldest country in South Asia. Never colonized, never occupied. We are always independent country. But people believe that it is a part of India because we are very adjacent and we're close to India, and we speak Indian language as well. Uh, we
It's so
don't go to
different. It's so different on every level.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a different culture, different language, different identity, and everything is different. But we respect our neighbors. That is the thing.
Wonderful.
So you can see the tiger everywhere.
I know. I think I want to go again just for the tiger. That's the one thing I have yet to see on all of my
Yeah,
various safaris is the tiger.
I will take you to the tigers.
Okay.
Yes.
We're going to the tiger as well.
Then last week I was in the northern part of Nepal. That is called Lost Tibetan Kingdom. That belongs to Nepal. And it is called Upper Mustang. That is you can see as of 1960s, the Tibet of 1960s. I mean, everything is. I will share with some pictures and the videos, and you can describe some. This is the place where I went last week, and
Yes. Yes, and I'll tell you what, if you have not pictured Nepal before in your head, it really is what he said, just breathtaking.
yeah.
Okay, tell me what else you've got here. So it's an
Yeah,
adventure paradise.
It's we have a paraglidings and raftings and see bungee jumpings like this.
Okay, I don't think I could do that bungee jumping.
No, you can't do this.
No, I honestly, I think I would cry if I even had to go to the place that they jumped off.
I mean, it's a trekking. We
Now, do
have
you
a
actually set
1,000.
up all the trekking as well? If someone wants to trek, you do all of the trekking as well?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
Trek Himalaya Trails is too long, 150 days along the east-west in the mountain region. Annapurna circuit is 15 to 20 days. Everest Base Camp 11 to 14 days. Langtang is 8 to 12 days. Gosai Kunda is 5 to 7 days, and many longer and shorter trekking trails as well. And also, physically impaired people can do the trekking in Nepal as well. We have a design. We have made several trails only for the impaired people,
Okay,
handicapped.
so what a great idea. So if you need accessibility, you can certainly trek even in a wheelchair. That's amazing. I would not have thought that was a destination where you could have provided that.
Yeah, we introduced these kinds of trail recently, just before COVID.
Okay.
We still need to explore this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now
And
this
we,
is what I'm really interested in, all of your different niches that you guys might have out there. It looks like he can do retreats, he can do incentive groups, meetings, honeymooners, golfs. Wouldn't that be a fun honeymoon to do something different than
yeah,
Mexico, go to Nepal? Think about that. You don't need to just send all of your people to the Caribbean or Mexico. You could consider Nepal as a really fun destination for young people. Soft adventure, sports, spa and wellness, meditation, lifestyle,
yeah,
filming crews, weddings. Pretty much any niche that we're in the Luxury Travel University could fit into Nepal as a potential destination. I love it. I'm just taking over the presentation now. Okay, you've got golfing in the woods. Go ahead.
yes. Okay. We do have a golfing in the woods, and see, we have a very famous golfing yards, and we have international world class accommodations like luxury hotels. Marriott is there, Aloft is there, and Sheraton is coming up, and some other world class accommodations are here.
Yeah, you do not need to feel like you need to sleep terribly going over there. I stayed in some boutique hotels as well and some local
Yeah,
hotels that are Nepalese brand and fantastic along with the food. So,
yes. And we have a small and big casinos all over Nepal.
okay.
And healthcare for tourists, we have a world-class hospitals in Nepal.
Okay.
They can come for medical treatments as well. It's quite cheap.
Okay, let's talk about the massages and the spa. Back on this, you're calling that a
Yeah,
hospital or a
Ayurvedic
healing center.
hospital.
It probably is a healing center, but can you get massages and spa treatments there? Because that's going to be a big thing in the luxury travel segment.
Yes, yes, we can offer even we can offer these facilities in the hotel room as well.
Yes. Okay. I feel like I want to jump on a plane today for that.
Yeah.
Okay,
And we
let's
have
talk
a
about this
client
direct flight issue because there's only a couple of ways to get there, everybody. Tell us what's best.
the best is from Europe is Istanbul and Middle East, and from America you can catch the Chinese Airlines. There are you can come to Cathay Pacific or Silk Air or
So let
Air
me
China.
let me talk about this for a minute because if you're coming from the United States, probably one of your best bets is Emirates connecting through Dubai.
Emirates is the best.
Or previously to COVID, you could have gone Air India to Delhi, nonstop out of JFK, and then over. But I feel like Emirates is one of the best options if you're going to fly to Nepal. If you're coming from the East, the West, you could also go through Singapore or Bangkok and
Yeah.
connect. And so that's
Yeah.
another option. Okay, let's move on from here. So lots of ways to get there. Look how gorgeous that is.
Yeah. Unexplored Nepal is a mid hills is still need to explore. Uh, see, it's a tea garden is there.
Okay.
World famous tea we produce in Nepal and export to Europe and America. That is in the east of Nepal, adjoining to Indian border. And say this is a heritage sites in the other apart from Kathmandu. There are on the hill stations. There were those places were kingdoms, and then the forefather of the former king united the small kingdoms into Nepal,
Okay.
and that is the hill stations, royal palace. And Gorkha, originally the royal family came from Gorkha. That is like a Taj Mahal of India. The one of the kings, he built one small palace uh, dedicated to his queen. It is on the way to Lumbini. This is also national park. Say, explore, experience local homestays, enjoy sunrise and sunset, local meals, and festivals. Lot of colorful festivals in Nepal, photography and bird watching. Many things to do. Colorful birds.
Okay, let's see. Who is Nepal for? It really is for everyone. You could fit any of your clients into this country to do something. And I'm not adventurous, like I said, and I'm old. He says every age can go there, and you can go all seasons. So we've actually had a group there, like I said, in the summer that experienced some rain, but the rain is not a complete downpour all of the time. And so you can travel in the summer months there where it's really green. Look at the different landscape here. I love this so much. You've got the mountains with Mount Everest and that whole, and we did a short flyover there that was a couple of
Yeah.
$100 to do the flyover. And that was probably one of the most magnificent days of my life. And I grew up in the Rocky Mountains. So usually mountains aren't that outstanding to me because I grew up in mountains, but the mountains in Nepal just really are stunning. So, well, how long do you think somebody should stay in Nepal?
Could you repeat?
How long should someone visit Nepal? Like, what is a recommended time frame for how many days you would need to visit Nepal?
Um, 10 days onward, 10 days to 15 days.
Okay. I'd say
10 to
most
15
Americans have
days.
2 weeks to travel if they're going to go that far. And so you could do quite a bit in that time frame. Okay. What
Yeah.
else do we?
River beaches, majestic mountains, thrilling jungle. We don't miss sun, sand, and sea. See, widespread winter fog blanketing the Indo-Gangetic Plain.
How cold does it get in the winter time?
Winter time, the temperature goes to 0 degree in the city areas.
Okay.
And the mountains are always minus.
Okay. So it gets chilly.
Yeah. Freshwater beach. We have a overnight rafting. You can go 3 days, 4 days rafting.
Okay. Okay. So, yes, if you want to rejuvenate from COVID, Nepal is the place for you. So, I want to come back. I'm going to take that off of the screen now. I'm going to bring you back onto the screen. Such a wonderful presentation of Nepal to help people understand what's available there. Let's talk about you and your business for just a minute. How first of all, I'm going to put this in the comments, how to get in touch with you. Okay. Your website is Going Nepal. Super easy. People can reach out to you. You're a destination management company and you can handle all of the ground arrangements.
Yes.
And hotels. You can handle the trekking if they want to do that. Would you consider yourself pretty easy to work with?
Yeah, I can arrange everything. I can arrange everything. We have a different department for trekkings, the separate department for the cultural and heritage tours and the other adventures. We have a different unit to deal with in the same company. So we are well managed for everything.
And you said you've been in business how many years?
29 years.
So 29 years. Okay, you are more than just your business. Now I want to talk a little bit about your charitable actions. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing in your personal life? Because it's really amazing.
Yeah, actually, I was when let me tell you something from the beginning. When I was just 1.5 year, my father expired, and then I had a very terrible life. I remember all those days, and then I was helped by. I could not start my school, and I got the support from Save the Children UK that time.
Okay.
And then, with the support of Save the Children UK, I started my school. I finished my school, finished my university, and then I started job in tourism. But I was always thinking that if I will be able to do something, I would definitely support the children that need support, need care. So when I became able to do something, and I established an orphanage in 2002. And one girl from the village used to work as a child labor next to my house, next to my apartment that time. And she tried to commit suicide. She could not bear the torture of the land house owner. And then my wife and myself rescued her. And that was the turning point to start my orphanage. And then I was keep talking to my clients and my friends and fellows whom I used to lead in the tourism tour and trekking, and then they started raising money, and then I had enough money to keep more children, and I registered officially. I went to the official process, and then I started in 2000 to, 2002
Mm-hmm.
December I
Mm-hmm.
started. And then, you know, the number of children reached up to 151 sometime,
Mm-hmm.
because I had a lot of support. I used to receive nobody ignored my request, and everybody wanted to support my children, support my charity. And I care almost 500 children I have been rescued and then sheltered till now. But they all of them are well settled. Most of the girls, my daughters, they got married. Most of the sons, they who passed out from the orphanage, they have well settled. I'm happy. That is my life is a well succeed. And even the doctor, some of them became a doctor, some of them became a staff nurses and businessmen and bankers. In every sector. And I said, what I did, my life is completely succeed. um, so my motto was, my mission was to survive myself, make my family happy. But apart from that, I wanted to help the children who need the support. And now, currently, I have 36 children in the orphanage. Because of the COVID, I reduced the number, and I settled
You have
them.
36 children in there right now.
Yeah, and right now 36 children living. And before COVID, I had a 68, 70 children. But when COVID started, I asked their nearest relative to give a shelter. But I am still bearing their education cost,
Okay.
whether they are living with their mother or uncle or
Mm-hmm.
grandparent somewhere. But I bear their education cost still, because I want to reduce the number of children in the orphanage. And now I have a 36 children who I could not trace their relatives, I could not find their families. So I am the only person who have to take care
Let
of
us
them.
take care of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to
So
lighten your burdens today. I am, our family's nonprofit organization, Color My World, is going to donate $1,000 to you today to
thank you.
help you. And I'm going to wire that money over so you can help dress and feed those children. And I'm going to call upon everybody in this group to do the same, to help out where you can. And I'm going to make a little post about that to see if we can raise some money in the Luxury Travel University for your orphanage, because you're going above and beyond just helping in tourism and trying to provide for your own family. You really are concerned with the needs of other people, and that's what I'm all about, and that's what my foundation's all about, and that's what we all should be about. And so if you're watching this, I want you to think about making a donation. And you can make that through my family's nonprofit, Color My World. 100% will go to Lily. And I'll put a link in here. And tomorrow I'm actually going to talk about that on my feed in case you didn't get a chance to watch today. And so we'll see if we can help you out. So thank you so much for being on our show today.
Thank you very much
a lot about Nepal.
this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate your great job. And so how to thank you enough for your this time and arrangements. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.